Bernadette Mukamazimpaka is a tea farmer who lives in Shili, Rwanda, a country which is still recovering from the 1994 genocide, during which an estimated 1 million people died. She's her family's sole survivor.
This plot of land is mine. I planted the tea last year. It is still young, but next year I will start harvesting.
Shili is an area poorly suited to the growing of many crops because the soil here is acidic. But fortunately for Bernadette, tea thrives here, in fact to such a degree that in 2008 the Shili tea factory opened here.
Since the arrival of the factory, every villager has been able to grow tea. And that's why I too have an hectare of tea today.
The factory was built as a public-private venture between investors and the UN's International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD. Financing from IFAD has given a cooperative of local tea producers a 15% share in the factory's ownership, a stake which has helped to build trust between the locals and the factory's investors, according to Michael Kanyongo, the factory's manager.
When you put up a factory like this and you're dealing with the small-scale farmers and the community at large, there could be a lot of suspicion. And with the cooperative inside, as members of the board, and us reporting to them as management, we've not had the tug of war we normally see between farmers and companies in other places.
And the cooperative also serves a greater social purpose, according to Bernadette.
The cooperative is helping people here to achieve unity and reconciliation. Everyone experienced what happened here in our country. We know that division shattered the lives of Rwandans. So now, in joining together, it helps us to rebuild our lives.
Hers is an opinion shared by Faustin Mazimzaka, president of the Tea Producers Cooperative.
As regards unity and reconciliation, tea growing has a role to play. Burundians have a saying, go to sleep with hunger and you wake up with hatred. So whenever there is tea growing going on, people don't worry about what to eat. Hatred between people vanishes because everyone is living well.
And given that the cooperative has plans to double its production, the chances are there'll be a lot more tea growing going on in the future.
I'm now standing in a food market in the centre of Islamabad. This is the sort of place where all sorts of people would come, from the moderately well-off to the poor. In Pakistan, at the moment, the population is about 170 million. About 39 million of those are living on about $1 a day. $1 a day translates into this, about 100 rupees. So what I'm going to do now is go into this market and see what exactly I can buy with 100 rupees. How much is this? 300 rupees. What, for all of this? For 1 kilogram, 300. 200 rupees.
1 kilogram.
Just for a kilogram?
Yes.
Okay.
This one. 240 rupees 1 kg.
Okay, so I can't get any fish then. Okay, I've just gone and spent all my 100 rupees all in one go actually. I've got 2 bags here. In this bag I've got some lentils for some protein, and in this bag I've got some rice for the carbohydrates. And that's all I can afford. A little bag of rice and a little bag of lentils. 100 rupees is gone already. I was hoping to get some bananas or some fruit, but evidently that's just not possible.
There are over 15 million people living in Cambodia, and of those, 1 in 3 live on less than $1 a day. I'm here outside the Tultampong market in central Phnom Penh. People from around the city come here to get vegetables and all sorts of different foods. So in Cambodia, $1 gets you 4,000 real. What I'm going to do now is go into that market and see what I can get with this. So how much for one kilo?
1 kilo 20000.
Oh, it's too much. Okay, so we're done our shopping here at Tultampong Market, and we've managed to spend our $1. I got half a kilo of rice, some pork fat for cooking with. We couldn't afford cooking oil. We have a couple of eggs with some protein, and we actually also managed to get a couple of greens. We got some chilies to add some flavor, and we've got some greens to add some nutrients. So I think we've done well with our $1 here at the Tultampong Market.
Hi, I'm Reem. We are in Alexandria, Egypt. This is the second biggest city in Egypt, where 20% of the population lives under $1 a day. That's 6 Egyptian pounds. We today are going into the market. We will see what this can buy us. This subsidized bread, 5p a loaf. I can buy 1 loaf. ممكن أشتري واحد. I can buy just 1 loaf for 5p. 3 cucumbers for 75p. That's almost 12 cents. احنا صحفيين وبنعمل حاجة. I'm asking if 6 pounds would give us anything. I can eat half a kilo of tilapia fish. So I have 3 pounds left. I have food and rice. This one is 2 kilos, so it's like 26 pounds. How many eggs? 2 eggs. This is 4 pounds, this is 350p. No, we can't afford it. We cannot afford it. 25 pounds a kilo, the liver. What's left of the 6 pounds we started off with is 50p, and this goes towards oil, cooking material, gas for cooking, and we have beans for breakfast and dinner, we have eggs for protein, we have cucumbers and onions for cooking, but we couldn't afford chicken, we could not afford any meat, and fish, we can only buy 1 fish and it's not really filling. So I'm not sure if ever you would eat protein on 6 pounds a day.
want more bang for your buck? Let's talk about the human rescue plan. The World Food Program, fighting hunger worldwide.
A dairy farmer in the Paduka region of Sri Lanka. Keeping cattle has been his main source of income since the age of 15. The farmer, W. Patmasiri Walpola, says his dairy business has earned him enough income to build a house and send his 3 children to school. Not long ago, one of the greatest threats to people with livestock here was Rinderpest, the fast-moving cattle plague that has triggered 3 major epidemics in Sri Lanka in the past century. For millennia, Rinderpest was dreaded worldwide. It repeatedly swept through Asia, Africa, and Europe, killing 80 to 100% of infected animals in a matter of days.
In the past, when Rinderpest was sort of wiping out many number of animals in many countries, it was described by farmers as a disease which caused the animals to cry, purge, and die.
In recent decades, close international coordination and groundbreaking vaccine technology led to unprecedented progress against the disease. No one has seen a case of Rinderpest anywhere in the world since 2001. In 2010, cattle in Sri Lanka became among the last animals in the world to undergo testing for remaining traces of the Rinderpest virus. It was the final phase of a global campaign to eradicate the disease, coordinated since 1994 by the UN Food and Agriculture Organization. The testing was required to confirm that the virus was indeed gone from all but a few laboratory samples worldwide, thus making Rinderpest only the 2nd disease after smallpox to be eradicated thanks to human efforts. For dairy farmer Ajit Harabakada, that's welcome news. He says any disease capable of wiping out his herd would be a catastrophe, not only for him, but for his sons, who are learning traditional farming techniques handed down from one generation to the next. The eradication process was built on years of close collaboration with the World Organization for Animal Health, other institutional partners, governments, communities, and key donors like the European Union. It was only by working together that they were finally able to outrun a disease that knew no national borders.
By having had a good vaccine and eradicating Rinderpest, I think from a food security point of view, this is a tremendous accomplishment.
Even as they celebrate their accomplishment, Rinderpest experts are thinking about the next step. They're sharing what they've learned about the disease with other veterinarians, researchers, governments, and people who work with livestock and wildlife. Their main objective now is to improve research, disease monitoring, and control, along with public awareness, to use what they know to improve animal health and human well-being. For Hungry Planet, I'm Charmaine Wilkerson.